Part 2. Microtechnological aspects of injections. MAC address. Media access control. The MAC address is a unique number that identifies any device connected to a network or the internet. This identifier is unique in the world for a given connected object. It is generally stored on a network card. The MAC address of a connected object can be detected by Bluetooth scanner applications such as Bluetooth Finder. We decide to make our observations in a neutral location, that is to say with very few waves, in other words in a white zone. No person among the witnesses was injected and there was no home within 200 meters. These three smartphones demonstrate an absence of telephone network. When you activate the Bluetooth mode of two phones, Tai's iPhone, on the right, is detected by the smartphone on the left, and vice versa, the Nokia on the left is detected at the bottom right. At 9:15 a.m., a blood sample is taken from a non-injected person and a dose. 9:55 a.m., after 40 minutes, we perform a Bluetooth scan. Device search. No Bluetooth device detected. At 10:45 a.m., after 1:30 a.m., we detected signals on a computer equipped with a high-sensitivity Bluetooth antenna. A peak is detected with a maximum frequency at 2.427 GHz. For beginners, the frequency range of a Bluetooth transmitter is between 2.4 and 2.48 GHz. At the same time, our device equipped with the Bluetooth scanner detects a MAC address, that is to say at 10:50. Back home, we verify the MAC address detected on a site that references the official list of manufacturers, the OUI list, Organizationally Unique Identifier. The search result indicates match not found, that is to say this MAC address doesn't officially belong to any manufacturer. The blood sample that generated this MAC address is then observed under a microscope. We find geometric shapes, semi-transparent, with small refracting points. This same type of observation was made in next dose 2, but what do these injections contain? We also detect microfilaments of unknown nature. What generates these MAC addresses? Microtechnology in injections, microchips, microantennas, observations of pure injections under a photonic microscope. These images come from observations carried out in a clean room, at our request, by independent scientists. We observe numerous structures, rectangular or square, which could be similar to microchips. They measure less than 10 micrometers for the smallest, and 100 by 150 micrometers for the largest. They all seem to be the same thickness, only a few micrometers. In vivo observations of blood from a person injected using a scanning electron microscope. These images come from observations carried out in a clean room, at our request, by independent scientists. Here the blood is dried. It is completely dehydrated for observation under a scanning electron microscope. We will therefore only note the solid parts. Here, a microwand similar to a microantenna, with a total length of 120 micrometers. This other structure is 136 micrometers long. The base is slightly widened. We find dehydrated red blood cells throughout the optical field. Here, this possible microantenna which seems broken at its end. Its total length is 198 micrometers. By zooming in, we see that its minimum thickness is less than 2 micrometers while the base is 4 to 6 micrometers. Still on this same blade, we observe a new antenna-shaped structure, with a length of 160 micrometers. On the right, other smaller elements. By zooming in on these small elements, we observe a structure that appears machined, with a total length of 60 micrometers. Zooming in again, the total height is less than 25 micrometers, while the left part is less than 1 micrometer thick.